Hello, hi, welcome back. Is ACM ICPC Training 42? 42. Now, this time we're dealing with section 2.3.3. The question is called zero sum. Okay, let's take a look at the question. Okay, zero sum. Well, it's pretty clear. Consider the sequence of digits from 1 through n. When n is 9, is increasing order, where n equals 9. Well, increasing 1, 2, 3, n. Let's say n. The maximal case is n is 9, but maybe it's just from 1 up to 7. Now insert either a plus for addition or a minus for subtraction or a blank to run the digits together between each pair of digits, not in front of first digit, of course. Calculate the result of that expression and see if you get 0. Write a program that finds all sequence of n that produce a zero sum. Alright, so your input format is very easy. It's a single number n. So if you have a 7, you are going to dealing with 7 numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And in this case, in ask table order, show each sequence that can create zero sum with a plus, minus, or well, blank between each pair of numbers. Okay, let's see here. 1 plus 2 is 3, minus 3 is 0, plus 5. No, plus 4 is 4. 4 minus 5 is minus 1, minus 6, minus 7. So plus 7 is 0. I take this. This one is look a bit out of range because we have a blank here. But but it's easy to interpret. 1 minus actually not 2 but 23, so it's minus 22. Minus 22 here you have a 9 plus 13, you got 22 also. So minus 22 plus 22 is 0, so on and so forth. Alright, how to crack this, by the way? You can see we have pretty limited option here. It's either a plus or a minus or a blank. And we have actually not so much number. Is the maximum is 9 numbers. So it's very reasonable for us to actually list out all the solution, but that is well, that is, it requires us to get around 9 loops. It's not an ideal case. So instead we take this as a DFS task. So let's say we have a tree, and this tree on the each branch, on each node, if it's not at the last, so each node should have 3 branches, and these branches are plus, minus, or space. And of course, the resulting is also taking to another level. So it's always like the tree is starting from 1, and 1 is selecting his operations plus, minus, or space, and turn to 2. 2 also need to select this tree and combine. On 2, you get the n steps, of course. And finally, you get the zero sum, and you print it out. And be in mind in this way, because in this way, actually, if you search the DFS rule, it will give you actually increasing order, the ask order. While questioning it, you can check the, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is already ordered, so it's only gonna happen only gonna happen in order if you put plus, minus, and space in order, and if they are in an increasing order, then your resulting solutions is also going to be. The surprising thing to say is this question needs simply a DFS. You don't have to cut any branches, although we know a lot of branches actually don't really need. But you can see 9 So the best you're dealing with is 9 power 3. 9 power 3 nodes. So it's pretty actually simple. All right. Sorry. 3 adds 3 is the base, 9 is the height, is 3 power 9, but it's still a small case. Anyway, let's take a look about algorithm. Actually, algorithm is pretty easy. Let's see. Yes, here it is. All right. Library, standard user namespace, and you have an n to enter the values. It's okay, and you have the input. You have an input n, and here the DFS. DFS is the first one. Is a step. Step is you start from 1, increasing to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the 0 is the sum, and finally 1. The 1 is one called num. What is num is because we have operators, right? If we have plus and minus, then it's no problem. But if we have a space, we need to deal with it. We need to deal with if it is a value of that. So no, I mean if you need to connect them together, for example, 2 space 3 is 23, and if we don't do anything about it, if we don't count them in a sum, so that means actually in the end, because they are just connected, so it's nothing gonna relate. It's not actually gonna relate to the previous and the post. So actually, the sum plus the num here, these two guys, should be a 0 as a solution, right? So okay, in this case, and of course we need to get out the results. So the base case is always 1 because before that we do have operator. Only after that have operator. So base is 1. So let's take a look about this DFS. It's pretty easy. The first thing is if n, the n step is equal to n, that means you already reached to a possible solution here. So, and then your sum plus num if equals to 0, that means you have a 0. Okay, I just explained it to you is because if we have a connect case or something else, we might have this idea. And then in this case, the corresponding string is s. So you just point out s and you just return, and that is almost it. Okay, then we need to take over. Our order is space plus and minus, searching in this way. So searching in this way will give you the right answer of having a increasing order in the ask order string. All right, and then okay, for num larger than 0, and what actually does that mean? That means because every time you need to update, also need to update num. So let's say 1 minus 2, you have to update it is minus 1. Minus 1 if you plus 3. If you have a 3 connected, you actually need to get it, right? So we choose to use this way. Is very easy math. Is n plus 1 is representing the next one. The sum num plus 1. For example, if 1 plus 2, then 1 plus 2 you get 3, and well, the num because we need to actually the num is actually the post number there. So if you have a 1 plus 2, here's a 2, then 2 plus n plus 1, that means n. Remember n now is 2, so n plus 1 is 3, so 23. And if is a minus, well, if it's a minus, it's the same thing. For example, it's 1 minus 2. Actually, you are minus 23. So if 2 times 10 is 20, then actually it's minus n. Here is actually minus n plus 1. So minus 3. So it's minus 23. yeah, as simple as that. Is so forward number, sum, post number, and of course then the S is just you put a space and you put n plus 1 there, and then the DFS part. Why the reason why you're probably wondering why we put n plus 1, because it should follow the next step here. Follow the next step, and then it's a plus. Plus is very easy. So plus is just the current sum plus the post operators, and the post operators turn into the next value, and it's the plus and the minus. And you will surprisingly to see this is a correct answer. This is just a correct answer. Maybe I can show you one. Yeah, it looked like this for an input of initial one, 7. So it look like this. All right. So complete search. Nothing really need to talk about so much. Just be careful when you do DFS. You need to figure out what is your next and when you're gonna stop. When you're gonna stop, it's very critical, because if you're not gonna stop, finally you're gonna blow your machine, either your compiler or your machine. I think for this session that's it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.